Hello and welcome to another episode of our From the Helm series, live here at the Resources Rising Stars Conference on the Gold Coast for 2025. I'm Grady Wolfe, Senior Market Analyst with Bell Financial Group, and I'm thrilled to be joined by Matt Healy, CEO of Venari Minerals. Matt, great to catch up again. New name for the company. For our investors who aren't quite sure of the Venari Minerals story, can you tell us about the company?
Yeah, look, thanks, Grady. So Venari is a Nevada-focused explorer. Dual commodity strategy, okay? So we're, at the moment, we're out there drilling high-grade gold-silver targets at an epithermal project in Nevada.
Amazing.
And we also have a large-scale, high-grade lithium clay project that we've been advancing through the counter-cycle.
Yep.
So those are the two, I guess, prongs to the approach. And yeah, we're actively drilling right now.
And again, you've got the gold lithium focus in Nevada, US. Can you tell us about the strategic focus of the company and why Nevada is such a good jurisdiction for mining?
Yeah, look, pretty simply, Nevada is the best mining jurisdiction in the world.
Wow.
It's well serviced by infrastructure. It has a fantastic labour force. It's mining friendly. I mean, the state of Nevada came into being off the back of the Comstock lode being discovered. Yeah. And look, it's transparent permitting approvals processes and great geology, right?
Yeah.
Of course. So yeah, that's why we like Nevada.
Now, your Red Mountain lithium discovery is attracting a lot of interest in the USA. Can you tell us about the significance of this discovery in terms of grade, scales, and when you expect to announce the resource and the maiden resource that you're seeing?
Well, we discovered this about a year and a half ago, put the first hole in. We've been advancing this project, and what we're seeing through all the drilling is that we've got really great scale potential. So we've got 5.6 kilometres of strike now, and the grades we're intersecting are greater than most of the lithium clay projects in the US. So we've got that great combo of scale and grade, and the real significance is, as your listeners would be aware, is that the US is absolutely hungry for critical minerals.
They are.
Yeah, that's right.
Mr. Trump especially.
Yes, and the Americans only produce about 5,000 tonnes of lithium carbonate per year, but they consume over 250,000 tonnes.
Yeah, so serious supply deficit, right?
Absolutely, and so if they want to get serious about establishing domestic supply, which the evidence is that they are, then the Red Mountain project can help them with that.
Now, looking at Red Mountain, what is the timeline to production? Obviously, you haven't announced it yet, but what's your idea of heading to production, especially in a time where you are seeing the bottom of the lithium cycle?
The great thing about this project is it can be advanced quickly.
Great.
So we're looking to put out a maiden mineral resource estimate by the end of the year. And then next year, we can advance very quickly to do some infill drilling and a scoping study and straight onto PFS.
Wow.
There's an excellent opportunity under the current administration with fast-tracked approvals, and it's a great environment to be defining a critical metals project in.
Where will this resource put Venari on the scale, or global scale, on a producer of lithium?
Great question. What I can say is I'm aiming for the top 3 or 4 in terms of the grade, in terms of this style of deposit in the US. In terms of the overall size, we put out an exploration target in February. Yeah. Okay, it's between 4.7 and 10.7 million tonnes LCE. For context, there's only a handful of lithium companies on the ASX that have over 10 million tonnes of LCE. Yeah. So we're on the upper side of the ASX spectrum.
Now, you've just started drilling at the Needles Gold project in Nevada, so multi-asset portfolio here, which is what we like to see for investors. What's the opportunity there for targeting, and where do you see the results are going to go, if you've got any early results that you've seen?
Yeah, sure. Well, the opportunity is this thing is really underexplored. It's had about 4 or 5 explorers over its history, and there's a big epithermal project there, epithermal system there. Yeah. We know there's about 300 rock chips taken there, and there's high-grade gold, it's high-grade silver. No one's made a discovery so far, but there's a number of these targets haven't been drilled, and we're setting out to drill them for the first time. Yeah. But the other thing is most historical drilling has been in the top 80 metres. The alteration minerals are telling us that that's very high in the system, and we need to drill deeper. Okay. There's some recent examples of discoveries in Nevada that have followed that kind of methodology, like looking at the alteration minerals and going, you know what, we need to drill deeper, and there's been discoveries made. So it's a formula for success.
Now, investors may know the Astute story, Astute Minerals. Now you have changed your name to Venari Minerals. Can you tell us about the name change and why it was so significant?
Look, we've had some feedback that Astute didn't really say much about the company.
Okay.
And I didn't mind the Astute name, but
It's great.
I respect that that opinion.
Yeah.
So we've gone to Venari. Venari is Latin for, it's a verb, to hunt.
Oh, cool.
So it's a much better fit for us. And
It is.
and for hunting, I mean, you think you know, you're in pursuit of something, there's strategy, there's a reward. I mean, it really encapsulates what we do.
And finally, Venari is associated with some of the original Pilbara Minerals founding directors. Can you tell us about the people behind the company for our investors? A key metric is obviously the people who lead a company, and especially in the mining space. Can you tell us about the team and what you've been up to?
Yeah. Look, it's a small team. We have our chairman is Tony Leibowitz, who was one of the founding directors of Pilbara.
Wow.
He came on board when it was about a $2.5 million market cap.
Yep.
And he left the board about 3.5 years later and left it at well over $1 billion market cap.
Wow.
So it's some serious value creation and in the commodity that we're working in, right? So I can't ask for a better chairman than Tony. There's myself. I've got 20 years of experience in exploration, resource development, critical minerals, base metals, precious metals.
Yep.
And then our final director is Vince Fad. He's had over 40 years experience in corporate finance and international M&A. So it's a small team,
Yeah.
But it's very effective.
And very
we work well
diversified.
together. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cover all the bases between you all. Matt, thank you so much for joining us today from Venari Minerals. I really hope you enjoyed that episode as much as we did filming it. If you did, be sure to subscribe to all of our YouTube channels to stay up to date with all market commentary, insights, analysis, and of course, exclusive CEO interviews.